Hey, my beautiful sweet friends, how you doing today? It's me, Sharita Jones, checking back in with another video. Hey, guys, I'm back. It's time for another episode of It's Hard Out Here for a Temp. Sing it with me. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. Guys, let me take you into another chapter of what it's like to be a temp. This one's called The Temp Who Saved the Day. Hey! It was a Monday morning when I got the call. The agency needed me to start immediately at a mid-sized logistics company. The agency said they're in a pinch, the recruiter said. Something about a critical system outage. But don't worry, they'll explain everything to you when you get there. That's always what they say. They just send you over there and you have no clue what's going on. I threw on a blend into the background outfit, neutral tones, comfortable shoes, and a confident but approachable demeanor. By 8:30 a.m., I was sitting in a dimly lit office with a frazzled manager named Carol. She handed me a laptop, a headset, and a folder stuffed with papers. It was so stuffed. Carol said, "Oh my God, we have a crisis," she said, not bothering with any pleasantries. She didn't speak. She didn't say hello, none of that. She just yelled, "Oh my God, we have a crisis." She said, "Our invoicing system crashed over the weekend, and now we're behind on billing." She said, "Clients are calling nonstop, and our accounts receivable team is overwhelmed." Carol paused to take a deep breath. She said, "Please, can you help me?" I nodded and said, "Of course I can, Carol. Where do I start?" Carol blinked. Good question. No one's had time to train you. Just figure it out. Can you figure it out? Can you just figure it out?" The first thing I noticed was the phone. It was just ringing, guys. It was ringing off the hook. I picked up the phone. I greeted the caller with my best professional tone and quickly realized I had no idea how to access the information that they needed on the call. I said, "Hello, I have to call you back," I said, jotting down their details. Then I looked at the system's login screen on the laptop. I didn't even have the credentials. I tracked down Carol, who was mid-sprint, guys, literally mid-sprint in between cubicles. I said, "Carol, I need access to the invoicing system that you have here." She sighed. "IT is swamped. Just use the backups that I gave you in the folder for now." Paper backups? There were hundreds of invoices, guys. I sorted all through there trying to figure out. There was no particular order, just a bunch of handwritten notes scrawled in the margins. There was nothing there. It was just a mess, guys. It was like looking at a treasure map with no legend. So guys, what do? I roll up my sleeves and I get to work. One by one, I matched the invoices to the client names, cross-referenced them with the emails, then I manually updated the records in a shared type of spreadsheet. Meanwhile, guys, that phone never stopped ringing. So I picked up the phone. They said, "Hi, I'm calling about an overdue invoice. Why hasn't my payment been processed?" Then the person said, "I was charged twice. Can someone fix this?" Each call was a puzzle, and I became a detective. I had to become a detective, piecing together and answering from incomplete data, just looking to try to find what matches what. By noon, I had to develop a rhythm, guys. I was cooking then, guys, by noon. I even created a color-coded system to track which issues were resolved, which needed follow-ups, and which required escalation. Then came the moment that nearly broke me. Carol rushed over, her face pale. "We just got a message from one of our biggest clients." Carol said, "They're threatening to pull their account because of a billing error. Can you handle it?" Now, mind you, I just got here, so these were issues that they had before I even showed up. I swallowed hard and said, "Sure, Carol. Send me the details." The client was furious, guys. The invoice was for a six-figure sum, and the amounts didn't even match their records. I combed through the paper backups, guys, trying to cross-reference email chains, and finally spotted what the issue was. It was a typo in the original invoice that had caused the discrepancy. I called the client back, calmly explained the situation, and assured them that we'd fix it immediately. By the end of the call, they were still annoyed, but willing to stay on board. Crisis averted. By 5 p.m., it's 5 o'clock. Ooh, it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. By 5 p.m., I was exhausted, but proud, guys. The backlog was cleared. The biggest client was pacified. And the spreadsheet that I'd created was already being praised by the accounts receivable team. Yay! They loved it. As I packed up, Carol stopped by. You saved us today, Sharita. You saved us. Great job, girl. She gave me a high five. She said, looking genuinely grateful for the first time. That's what she said. I don't know how you managed to pull that off. But she was like, I'm so grateful that you saved our biggest client. I smiled and said, thank you, Carol. That's just what I do. Teamwork makes the dream work. The next day, guys, I came in to find that Carol had taken full credit for the work I'd done. She's taking full credit. My name wasn't even mentioned in the morning meeting. It happens all the time like this for a temp. And when I walked through the room, the team barely acknowledged me. That's the life of a temp. Unseen, uncredited, and forgotten about as soon as the crisis passes. Oh, they no longer need you. You're no longer important then. But here's the thing. I know what I did. I know I did what I needed to do to save the day. I know I turned chaos into order. I saved a client relationship, and I created a system that will help long after I was gone. Being a temp means constantly proving your worth in environments where you're often forgotten about, where you're often overlooked. It's hard out here for a temp. But if there's one thing we know how to do, it's rise to the occasion, guys, even when no one's watching. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I appreciate you so much. Guys, sing it with me. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard out here for a temp when you're trying to get this money for the rent. You know it's hard. It's hard out here for a temp. It's hard out here for a temp. It's hard out here for a temp. Clap, 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 clap. Hey, clap, 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 clap. Hey, hey, clap, 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 clap. Hey, clap, 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 clap. It's hard out here for a temp. It's hard out here for a temp. I have so much fun making these videos, guys. Just wanted to say that. Thank you so much for liking, watching, commenting, and subscribing. You are the best. I appreciate you all so much. Love you lots, friends, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of It's Hard Out Here for a Temp. It's hard out here for a temp. Have a great day, guys. Love you lots. Bye for now, friends. Have an amazing day.